Oh, you're back. Hold on. Why didn't I install a damn clapper? Shit. So, we're back for another story time with lightning? Well, if you ask, your savior will give. Our story takes place shortly after his fated day.
Jack!
Master. No need to clean yourself and me. I'm like a dick.
Jack, what are you still doing here? Holy shit!
Oh, no, Master. No need to cover yourself and me.
Hey, Jack, up here.
Huh?
What are you still doing here?
You told me to be right back. After I sliced up some pretty boys, I came right back.
God damn it, Jack.
And that bitch, Cora, wanted me to get this from you.
Give me that. Wait, Cora?
Look, I remember Cogs, Master. The conversation went down like this.
Jack, for the love of God, just get the glove.
Oh my. I'm in Master's bed. This is where he sleeps.
Jack, will you focus? Try checking his dresser.
Oh, you dirty girl.
I swear she better find it.
I found you!
You did? Good job, Jack. Now hurry back with it.
No, it's mine!
Jack, you son of a bitch! That glove is mine.
Glove? What the hell are you talking about? I found his underwear.
I'm gonna kill her.
I can smell him. Even when it's clean, I can smell his musk all over it. I can taste him too.
I think I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
I wanna cut out some pretty boys. Huh? Found it!
Oh, thank God. Hurry up and bring it to me now.
Why don't you come and get it? Huh?
Look, Jack, you were already there, and you didn't even show up for the fight.
Blah, blah, blah.
Excuse me?
You bore me. Just come out from the portal underneath this bed, stupid skank.
First off, I'm not a skank. Second, you know that portal connects the spirit world. Adam's animals run it, now it's not safe for Pogs to be there.
There's a big pussycat guarding his entrance.
So just hurry up and bring me the damn glove.
Oh my, Master getting all wet and clean. I can't miss this.
Jack, get me the damn glove!
I'm busy. Try again later. Gotta peek.
If she comes back, I might have to strangle her. Black and blue. May kill her.
You know you still could have taken this.
Like I care. It looks nice on you anyway. What is it? Huh?
My Bankai?
You're what now?
Bankai.
Bukake? Oh wow, Master. You're so nasty.
God damn it, Jack.
What does it do?
Well, anytime I enter a code, it seems to give me abilities from other video game characters. And maybe some anime ones I haven't really experimented.
If you need a test subject, I can be that.
Right. It also seems to force some people into RPG.
Huh?
Yeah, I forced Cammy to a Persona 5 one.
That's boring.
Look, Jack, if you're not gonna take the glove from me, then you get right the fuck out.
No. You promised you'd come back to finish the review. Now do it.
And if I refused?
Then I will cut you. Snip. I would love it. Indulged in it. This cinder of the slaughter dart ain't going down. Unless you die.
Fine, I'll finish. I am curious how the game's going to end, but when I'm done, you gotta go.
And what if I don't?
Now listen here, you damn swine. Good piggies do what they are supposed to do. Now who's a good little piggy?
Oink.
Are those my underwear?
But of course.
I'm gonna need those back.
No, Jack earned these. Mine.
You know what, on second thought, you could go ahead and keep them. Alright? You go ahead and keep them.
Thank you, Master. I'm going to cherish it always.
So as we left off from last time, Nekomaru is now a robot. Yep, apparently he got so damaged the only way to bring him back was to make him a robot. Seems right, checks out. So anyway, our remaining students accept their newfound robot friend and head to a new island that is now locked, which is an amusement park.
Oh my, our first day at an amusement park. Or, how cliche. Shall we go on the roller coaster, my dear?
The roller coaster first, you?
I can sabotage it so we can reenact that scene from Final Destination 3.
Horrible.
Fall!
So we learned that Mononome's house is here. Okay, figured she would live near the theme park. There's a Disney-inspired castle that apparently Monokuma and Mononome can't enter because they are afraid of mice. It's locked, by the way. So we do go on a roller coaster.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Jack, I'm not going to sabotage the roller coaster, okay?
Yes, come on, I want you to do it.
No, anyway. So after participating as a class, we were awarded a file from Future Foundation, learning about the Killing School life and events from the first game.
It's Master Byakuya. We were destined to be. Now he's dead. And fat too.
My God.
But now I have a new master. And it's underwear too.
You know, Jack, if you keep snorting it like that, you're most likely going, pass out. So the class goes on a train ride, but suddenly gas is being poured into the tunnel and everybody passes out, just like Jack here. Convenient! So our group wakes up in what is known as the Strawberry House, which is identical to the matching grape house. I'm going to be honest right here. I felt this section of the game dragged on more than it really should. Monokuma basically has the kids starved to death until a murder happens. You're gonna force them into exercise in the mornings. However, there's a room called Final Dead Room that if one makes it through, will be able to get a weapon. It quite clearly makes it obvious. However, if you can't make it, you will die. Wherever days pass, few free time events, max out those hope fragments, and finally a murder happens. Yep, Nekomaru is dead. Honestly, I love the character, but him coming back as a robot, well, kind of makes his death pointless. Why not have him die when he piccoloed himself? In fact, having him become a robot, which by the way is only for about half a chapter. Yeah, not even a whole chapter, you get to love Nekomaru over the course of 3 chapters. Nope, the robot one gets no love.
I feel so lightheaded.
Hi, Toko.
Master, you're back, and you're wearing a tie.
Hey, pay attention, Hag.
Hag? Call me that again.
Well, I don't have time for this. Look, I learned my Bankai.
Kake? With no 10-cent skank is gonna take you from me.
Look, I didn't finish.
She didn't let you finish? Oh, thank God. Your seed belongs to me. I need to conceive at least 20 kids for you so we can make number 21 in front of them. I need every drop.
20 kids?
Not enough? Not enough. Okay, fine. 30. But not a single one more. I need to keep my figure just for you.
30? God damn!
Oh, fine. 45. But they all have to be around the same age. My little sacreds.
No. So Monokuma finally feeds us and we have to gather clues, but sadly the elevator is broken. But that's okay because we have Nagato to gather clues on that side. I mean, building. Whatever. He enters the final dead room, solves the puzzle, tempts fate with a gun, and gets his reward. Another Future Foundation file with information on all the students in this current killing game. Oh, and there's weapons here too. A weapon room and a secret passage to the other tower.
Wait, where am I?
You're not in this one, just a cameo.
No, this won't stand.
Shit, here we go again.
I don't care how cheap it is. Put me back in it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
When did the balls grow on Master?
Probably when I got the power glove.
It's so bad. Slap me with it.
I'm not gonna slap you with the power glove.
That's not what I was thinking about.
Did you see it too?
We share the same body, but not the same memories. I want to see it too.
Moving on, so the trial happens, you shoot down statements, make arguments, play a few minigames to come to a conclusion. Learning that Nekomaru has a switch on his neck that forces him to sleep. Seriously, this is why I wanted to skim through this segment. As soon as I learned that when we were trapped in the tower, I immediately assumed Nekomaru was going to be the one killed. Oh well, time for the big reveal.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Relying on cute animals? What is this, Pokemon?
You know what Pokemon is?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you write something for Pokemon?
Just a quick fan fiction. Now drop it, Master.
Fine, I won't talk about the Pokemon anymore.
That's not what I was asking. Pants. Drop them, Master. I want to see it too.
What the hell, man? So Gundam Tanaka is the guilty one if it wasn't obvious. Kinda sucks though, I like the character too. Oh well, I guess it's time for the execution.
Talk about flattening the curve.
So after his death, Nagato goes to talk to Monokuma about the file he received on the students. There's 16 of them, and one of them is a traitor. However, the file is based on Hope Peak Academy, leading to more questions. But we head to the last island, which is a metropolis inspired by Monokuma himself, complete with a factory mass-producing Monokumas. The group even finds a brochure which reveals the center island of Jabberwock as a huge administrative building, which is nowhere to be seen. Nagato starts going on with his plans to wipe out all despair on the island. He even questioned how Byakuya was killed in the beginning, but survived a previous killing game.
What a dweeb, talking about how he'll end despair and become ultimate hope.
Nagato has always been obsessed with hope and despair.
Well, he needs to grow up. And he has no right to talk about Byakuya like that.
Well, moving on.
It's okay. I got a new master. Can I see it?
I told you, Piggy, no!
Oink, oink, oink.
I still want to see it.
You're not gonna drop this, are you?
Look, the other men got to see it, and now it ain't fair.
Fine, I'll show you! You wanna see? I'll show you!
Wait, what are you doing? I'm not ready! Wait, not here!
There, you're fucking happy?
Penis.
Oh shit, I guess she couldn't handle it and passed out from sheer shock. Anyway, at the few free time events, trying to get those precious hope fragments, Nagato confronts us and tells our main character Hajime he's not ultimate, according to the info he received. Regardless, he invites us to the lobby for a meeting. Yeah, sure saw you coming back.
Of course, I'm the star of this episode. Now what did I miss?
Well, some died. Nakato's gonna blow up the whole island with a huge bomb.
Well, isn't that disappointing?
What the fuck, Jack? A lot of people have died. A lot of the students.
Whatever, never cared.
Fuck you, Jack.
When and where I'm wet with pure ecstasy. Yeah.
So Nagato placed a lot of bombs in one location that are timed to go off in 2 days at noon. We will only give the location of them if the trader would come forward and identify themselves. So we begin our search, which leads us to the theme park island castle, which the entrance has been blown up. We locate a plate there with the password scratched out, which is obviously the password to the Future Foundation door. So he obviously hid the bombs in the room vault thing that we've seen before because he had the password before he scratched it out, but he has moved them since.
Let me torture. A little snip here, a little snip there. He will speak in no time.
I feel like you would get carried away and, accidentally killed.
You're right, Master. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I just want to cut up some pretty boys.
So we located the bombs attached to a generator in the factory. Wheels all chain, everything. Nagato even talks to us through a laptop telling us it's not hard to disarm the bombs. Just use our ebooks on the scanner to deactivate it, but it has to be the traders. Chiaki tries hers, nothing happens. However, it seems Nagato miscalculated and the truck is dying sooner than planned. However, when the bomb goes off, it's just firework. Wow, Nagato, you were just bluffing this whole time. What an asshole. He supposedly is in the warehouse next door. However, it has caught fire, so our group quickly puts it out. Once the fire is out, they do a little investigating and discover something horrific.
Finally, the pretty boy is dead. Shame I wasn't the one to do it.
You're horrible, Jack.
Blah, blah, blah. My only regret is not doing it myself in order to spare the house.
So Nagato is dead. We must go gather clues. We find poison of some sort in the fridge in his cottage, which he must have gotten from the dead room in the towers. Mononomi's journal that Nagato took from her house. We even gained access to the Future Foundation files that were specifically for Nagato's eyes only. We learned that Nagato was telling the truth about Hajime not being an ultimate student. He was just a reserve student.
Oh, big whoop. No skill or trait, just a nobody.
Well, if you let me finish, we also learned something else important here.
Huh?
That Byakuya's name isn't listed among Hajime's class. In fact, he's from the next class that's participated in the killing game. We learned that the fat Byakuya that died in the beginning is actually an ultimate imposter. That's right, he was a fake pretend to be Byakuya.
The master's alive. I am filled with so much happiness. But this fat fuck. How dare he make me want him? How dare he tempt me?
Jack, it's okay, he's dead.
No, this will not stand. How dare he make a fool of Jack? How dare he make a fool of Master? Pretend to be Master. A fool second Master.
Jack, seriously, he's already dead.
I will make the fat imposter fall.
He's 6 feet under, come on.
Then I will dig him up and check.
So the class trial begins with Monokuma beating Mononomi, who does not say a word, just stands there after each beating. Yes, a JoJo reference. I get it. To shoot down some statements, silence others, bring up important details with several of the mini-games, including Logic Drive, which gets a little harder but still pretty easy to do. And fucking another Hangman's Gambit. This time the statement's cause of death. Look at this shit. If my health was any lower, or if I didn't have certain abilities equipped, this would begin to eat me alive. But in the end, we learned something horrible about Nagato's death.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda. He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan, Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory, and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion. First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally, he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up, he also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach. This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was it. In conclusion, the fact that we can't...
Oh my, what a sadist. I may hate him, but can't go wrong with a decent plan. Especially if a pretty boy pays for it.
Yeah. So long story is Nagato's luck has never failed him. Specifically being the ultimate lucky student, the group quickly learns that he counted on a traitor using the container with the poison. In fact, he bet his luck.
It's... you? Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on!
Aw, you totally guessed right. Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
What a twist!
I liked her. She was the ultimate gamer.
What she got that I don't have, huh?
Well, for one, she doesn't have a batshit crazy personality like you hag.
Hag? Talk dirty to me, master.
Oh God, no. So basically, Hajime kinda knew Chiaki was the traitor due to reading Mononome's journal, mostly because there was a passage where Chiaki stopped Hajime from entering the final dead room in the tower. Mononome wasn't there, only Chiaki was. What's strange is Chiaki kept saying she wasn't programmed to betray Future Foundation, that she can't live freely. Weird, huh? But all she wanted was to protect everyone, and she's willing to take the fall for Nagato's death. Worse is, Nagato's plan was to kill everybody else but the traitor. With that said, the execution of waifu gamer girl and Mononome takes place. Fuck, man, to go out like a video game, not just any Tetris.
Oh my, she got crushed by a big shaft of a block.
So the next day happens and a lot of shit goes down. Everything's like glitching, falling apart, static, almost like a video game. We get a last message from Nagato computer giving us a password to enter the Future Foundation vault in the ruin right around the time the clock, aka bomb, and the first island finishes the countdown. We get some sort of flashback to Hajime talking to Nagato, it seems, before we got to the island. And Nagato has a female hand? The fuck?
Oh my god. I'm tripping balls.
So let's get through this quickly. Okay, summarize this. Basically, in a program called Neo World Program, that all these students are merely artificial constructed avatars. And Makoto from the first game contacts Hajime during the glitches to form its artificial intelligence copy of Junko Inoshima based on Alter Ego AI from Trigger Happy Havoc has hijacked their program. Yeah, remember from Alter Despair Girls that long-haired guy got the AI chips from the black and white Monokumas? Well, he put it inside this program. In fact, that flashback of Nagato with the female hand is from the real world, moments from Hajime entering the program.
Wait, why are they in the program? Explain.
Well, it looks like we have to dive deeper in this mystery with one last trial, it seems. With several mini games, we learned that the students who died, or aka experienced death in the Neo World Program, their brains were stopped functioning and are put into a coma. All the students, including Hajime, were put into the program with their school memories erased. In fact, their avatars are created before they entered the academy. In fact, many years have passed in real life, as evidenced with a newspaper clipping of Hiriko being much older than what she was in the virtual program. Can I say one thing here? The music remixes are great as shit. Gets old glitchy, many songs start taking an 8-bit, 16-bit theme. Nice touch.
I have something nice you can touch.
Not right now, Jack.
Then after.
Jack, how about never?
Playing hard to get, master. It gets me all hot down there.
So Mononome was the NPC server, we want to be specific, as well as Shock, but it seems Monokuma isn't quite getting down to his point, but then Makoto from the first game has shown up explaining details about the tragedy spread by Ultimate Despairs, aka us, yes, the whole class, Hajime, Nikimaru, Sonia, all of our class are remnants of despair.
Dun dun dun.
Damn, what a twist. So basically, when our class went to Hope Peak Academy, we ran into Junko Nishima, who strongly influenced us, pretty much brainwashed us to become despair and spread it, which would make sense with these classes, abilities like Yakuza connections, being a mechanic, propaganda, etc. Hence why our class, when they finally got captured, were put into the Neo World Program with all memories from Hope Peak Academy removed, and just our memories from before entering the school, to somehow restore us back to normal.
That memory I felt was actually a memory from the real world. cut off his own arm and transplanted a woman's arm?
Not just any woman's arm. It was the late Junko Enoshima's arm. What did you say? He probably thought that by becoming one with Junko Enoshima, he could make her survive within it. Others gave their own families to Junko just to perform killing experiments on them. Not just that. After Junko's death, they slaughtered countless people by forcing them to commit suicide. One person even implanted one of Junko's eyes into their own socket. Perhaps they wanted to see her despair? And not just that. Some even tried to have children with Junko's dead body.
Fucking hell, these ultimate despair. Shit. So we learned that if we choose to graduate, we will upload our memories from the game to our world bodies, but lose our school memories and despair, but the dead students remain in coma. Anyway, so with the panic attack action, we asked Makoto a phrase that the real one that contacted us earlier gave us, proving that Makoto in front of us is a fake. The info he gave us was right though, except Monokuma was trying to get us to graduate as part of his plan. The Monokuma reveals his final form. Wait, what? Even reference a role-playing game called Final something? Skips his second and third form, dude. Come on, man. All the references for what? Oh my god, Joko came back and she manifested as the virus!
She probably stuffs her bra too. Fucking slut. Ugh. What's that, Master?
What's what?
That!
What?
That! What even poster her? Huh?
It was a gift.
Are you cheating on me?
It's just a poster.
Where's my poster? Huh? No, this won't stand. You gotta get a poster of me by the end of the year, and it's gonna be spot on. Got it?
What's the big Whatever, I'll get one. Fuck.
I see. An estimated bust size of 15 meters, huh? My boobs are hopelessly huge. Hey, want me to squish you in between them? Big boobs feel good, you know.
I'd get fucking crushed!
If this was a pandering fan service game full of pretty girls, there'd be a CG close-up of my cleavage. But too bad, this isn't a fan service game. Of course, since it's not an action game either. You won't even get to experience the refreshing sensation of battling an enormous final boss. So fucking hopeless! This is...
Yeah, she's a horrible person. She talks about resurrecting the dead students in comas, but seems she's hiding something else. However, right before we press the button to graduate, the real Makoto shows up to explain that sure, the students will wake up, but due to the avatars of the comatose students being dead, aka deleted, it will allow Junko to upload herself into them. Thus, despair will continue?
Operation Junkify All Mankind begins here! After uploading my alter ego into everyone who died, I'm gonna take over the Future Foundation's headquarters. And then, eventually, there's gonna be a whole lot of me's all over the world! With this, my despair utopia, where you can despair as you please, Junko Land, will be complete!
Fucking hell, we learned about the reserve course of Hope's Peak, where she convinced over 2,000 students that it's the reserve course to commit mass genocide. However, Makoto made sure to have a shutdown sequence. According to Junko, to initiate the shutdown, you must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Sounds easy, right? But half the students have to do it. Hence why Junko need half the students to be killed.
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Believe. Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us into situations like this.
Oh!
Oh my god, he's so sexy.
Oh!
I'm drooling all over the place.
You got it over me.
What a lovely shade of black.
Oh!
He will be mine.
God, I like this shirt. So now, thanks to Makoto and the others coming to the New World program, they have 8 people, which is enough to initiate the shutdown sequence. So a few logic drives and more questions. But it's revealed that Hope's Peak Academy was in fact doing research to create the ultimate Hope, using a reserve student that did brain surgeries and put a bunch of ultimates into it. Almost like Umbrella from Resident Evil with its bioweapon research. Even giving the reserve student a new name, calling him Isiru.
By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura. Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar. Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, Hajime gets out of here. He's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Wait, you're telling me that long-haired bastard that removed those chips and altered the Spare Girls?
Is a character we are controlling, Hajime. What a fucking twist. It even explains how the Junko AI got into the New World program. Shit. So Hajime has a breakdown, Sauce loses fucking mind. However, a spirit, maybe a memory of someone real, Chiaki comes and gives Hajime the will to fight. Isiru the other him, shooting down all his statements. Chiaki gives us more hope knowing that Hajime and her friends can do it.
We turn back into ultimate despair. We might be killed by the Future Foundation, right?
This is your responsibility, since you're the ones who fell to despair.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both despair. A conclusion will never be fucking reached.
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died.
If we don't rid the world of despair,
You can't lose hope!
If the memories we made here disappear, I will not even remember why everyone died.
if we don't rid the world of despair, the tragedy will start once again.
I want to see echo one more thing. We turn back into we might be killed by the Future.
This is your responsibility.
It's not my responsibility. It's the Future Foundation's.
They're both hope and they're both a conclusion will never be.
No, that's wrong!
Oh my god! So Hajime is merged with Isiru, it seems, probably getting all the talents of alternate hope, but keeping his emotions and memories of Hajime, and it's time to shut down Junko once and for all! A brutal shutdown followed by a panic attack action. Hajime is able to encourage the remaining spares to go with the shutdown sequence, because he will help them towards the future of hope. Thus, the virus is destroyed, the class restarts the avatars back to day 1. However, as Makoto and the group leave, we see Hajime has awoken to watch them set off. My god, what a fucking game. Yes, I did skim through a few parts there, but so much twists and turns to the series. Lord, it was hard to cover everything.
You can cover me in something.
Please don't, Jack.
A little bit of your special gravy.
Excellent music, excellent story. Replay value is there, and if you don't want to replay the story, there's other modes where you can play Mononoma and easier to take out the Kuma beast. Island mode serves as a dating sim. They need to play it through a version of the main plot where there are no mutual killings. And that's Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. What a great game.
It needed more me.
Can you go now before I get physical?
Oh my. Master, what are you planning to do?
Honestly, I think there's nothing I couldn't do that you wouldn't like.
You're absolutely right. Alas, I have to go. Pogs needs me.
Nope, I don't like the way she did that. Nope, not one bit. Oh, whatever, she's gone now. Alright, time to plan my 50th episode. Perfect.
Wait, he's going to do another Final Fantasy game? Damn, I'm lost in time. Only if there was a way. Wait a minute. Why didn't I think of this sooner? I'll be in touch real soon.